Hey, hi guys. Thanks for tuning in. I'm your host, Angel, here at Redcornoutdoors. Been doing a little bit of work here on the background. Check it out. Got my YouTube button over there that I just made. Got my little Rumble button on there. Yes, I got a Rumble account. If you guys don't know, it's also on the Redcornoutdoors. I don't have a whole lot of content on there, but I am working on it, or I will be working on it, and get some more content on that channel as well. But I'm glad you guys tuned in today, because I got some really exciting news for us. So I was recently contacted by OneLeaf, and they said, Angel, would you be interested in reviewing one of our digital optics? Well, I said, of course, send it. And guess what? OneLeaf came through and they sent it out to the channel. And they didn't send just any optic. They sent us one of their newest optics, which is the Commander NV500 Eagle. And I have this mounted right currently. I got it mounted. Oh, I'm gonna grab that sucker on my no-toes. And I can say I've been really impressed, guys. So this is the first day digital optic that I've owned, that I've actually ever used, period. I've only ever used this, the standard optic. And I can say the overall quality that I'm seeing in the image, and then the results of the video that I've put up on my computer to look at, have been really great. It's a little bit different than the traditional ones. I know early on they had the ones that would attach to your scope, which made it a lot longer. This particular one is a lot more compact. Definitely a lot more compact, especially when you compare it, sorry, I had to step out of frame, to the optic I was running. Now, yes, I know this optic is a little bit overkill, but my eyes aren't the best either. So any and all magnification I can get is definitely appreciated. But you can see in comparison, it is smaller. I mean, if you remove that, is a lot smaller. It comes up to about right there. Anyways, you can set that guy aside. So some of the key features, and I'll go over them here real quick with you guys, that it's able to record in 4K. And like I said, the image, pretty crisp. It does have an IP rating of 67. What does that mean? Basically, it means it's waterproof. It can be outside in the environment. You're able to go ahead and shoot. If it gets rain on it, a little bit of water, it's not going to hurt. It's not going to hurt it. It does have interchangeable lenses. Currently, I have the 50 millimeter on there. There's another one in here which is a 30 millimeter, and I've had a chance to use them both. I really like the 50 on here because you got this big grip right here for your focus, and it makes it really nice and easy to adjust. The 30 has it, but it's a little bit smaller, and it does also have an additional feature on that 30 where you can close your shutter to try to control that light that's coming in. With the 50, you're going to maximize the amount of light coming in for sure. It does have picture-in-picture mode. What else have we got on this? One-shot zero. And I can say that the one-shot zero was fairly easy to get it set up. I put it on. I had a clean target. I shot my target. I had my point of impact, or my point of aim, and then your point of impact. And as simple as you line up your crosshair on your point of aim, and then when you go into that one-shot mode adjustment, you adjust your second crosshair, which is the red one, to the actual point of impact while maintaining hold on your point of aim. Once you get those two to line up, then you simply hit the button and save it, and that's it. Now, if you have to make an adjustment, let's say you're a little bit off, you just go back in there and you adjust it. You can take another shot and adjust it as well, or you can go back in there and make a small adjustment on there, on either the X or the Y. No big deal. It's got multiple choices of reticles, so that's one of the things that I thought was pretty neat. I don't know if you can catch it here on the side of the box. Might be kind of hard to see because I'm kind of far away, but there's 7 different reticle choices that you have on there. Let's put that here in the front. 7 different reticle choices. Not only that, I believe there's 5 different colors. 1, 2, 3, yeah, 5 different colors to choose from. So I mean, the choices there are pretty much endless. My little cheat sheet, guys. It does have a rangefinder, which actually works really well. Not only does it have the rangefinder, but it also has a built-in ballistic calculator. You'll need a chronograph, obviously, being that it's an air gun. This way you can see how many feet per second you're getting. One of the things I did read on there, I pretty much left the you got choices for your projectile. I left it in the default because we're just using it on the air gun and it seems to work fine. You know, I punched in all my other data like you know your pellet weight, your feet per second. You know, ask your things like your temperature. It's going to ask for your elevation, where you're at, you know, in your part of the country, and it's real simple plug and play. Put in all that information. The one important one also where you're sighting it in at. So if you're sighting at 10 yards, and you can put that in. You know, 10 yards is what you're using for your point of aim for your adjustment, or 25, or whatever you happen to be using. I did it initially at 10. I will go back outside and do it again at 25 because I think that's more realistic. Because for me, I do most of my shooting probably within 40 yards, and 25 being a real common, you know, real common yardage for a lot of the hunting I do as far as squirrels and stuff like that. You know, most of the shots I take are within 25 yards anyway. But yeah, again, that's the ballistic calculator, and it will adjust. You know, it actually will adjust if you know holding out to like 100 yards. You'll have your standard crosshair, whatever crosshair you choose, and then you'll have an additional green circle with a couple little green lines around the circle that you can see. You know that it's holding up higher. You know when you go to reach, you know, stretch it out a little further. And that's pretty much most of the things on there. There's a lot of information on here. I'm not going to go over everything. I don't want to bore you guys to death. I think the next best thing is to get us out. Let's do some shooting and get some video. Like I said, I'm actually doing this indoors because the weather outside has been really crappy. Last weekend I had off, crappy weather. This past weekend I had off, guess what? Crappy weather. I started to shoot a video and I've had my camera knocked down from the wind. It was so bad. So, let's go ahead and get into this. We're going to go outside. We'll do some shooting, and let's check it out. Hey, guys, welcome back. Just like I said, we would go outside and do a little bit of shooting today. It's been about a week or so since I shot the first half of that video. I started to do one, and the microphone was giving me some issues. My image on there wasn't very good. So hopefully everything's going to work out okay today. Got a couple targets set up right now. I got my main target down there 25 yards. It's actually about 26.7 yards. Got another target over here where we shot a mouse the other night. I got a target out here in front where the trash can is. I'm gonna say that's about 12 to 15. And then I got another target down over here at the fence post. We may or may not shoot that one, just depends. All the other ones are okay. That one, I'm kind of sketchy on that one, so we may skip that one. We will be using the JSB's 15.89s. Tends to be a favorite of this rifle here. And we'll be shooting everything as far as our image downrange through the one leaf. So I wanted to show the clarity of what we got on here, and you guys be able to see at different ranges. I'm hoping I'm able to use that the ballistic calculator or the little button by pushing it, and it'll actually make an adjustment as I move from one to the other. And it may not be very much because again I had it sighted at 25 and we're probably only talking about a 10-yard difference, so it may not even move at all. It may be something where we'll have to do another video, maybe stretch it out 25, 50, 75, and 100, and you'll definitely see it move then. So the top end of this, guys, again, we'll be doing all of our recording through the scope itself. Let's get, and we are recording already. I did take one shot right there. You can see it right above it. We'll leave that one there. I like my green one. Alrighty. So we'll go ahead and do 5 shots right here on this target. And then we'll probably go ahead and move to our other target, do another 5 shot over there. Do the other mag, do 5 down here, and then do 5 down there possibly. If not, we'll ring some steel. That's always fun. Here we go, guys. And again, we're at 6 zoomies right now. Here we are. We'll go ahead and move her in. Wow, that's 5. We'll go to 7. Still looking pretty good. Alrighty, that's 3. There's 4. And let's see here. Let's go all the way out to 1. See what we get. Let's zoom in. Heck yeah, man. So even backing all the way out and going back in, I mean, that's a decent little group. Not my best, but it's a decent little group. Alrighty. We'll go ahead and load the next one. So that was 5 decent shots down there. We're going to come over here to this side. Let's see where my target is. So this is one thing I did notice. And you guys probably noticed if you saw my little mouse video, which I'm planning on doing some more, by the way, guys. I was more focused on the back fence. And I was kind of in a rush because I couldn't. It was pitch black and I was trying to get my magazine in and I couldn't see anything. At least what I was doing here was all, you know, by feel. But definitely I want to focus on getting my focus search before I get my shot off. Oh, already had one loaded. Here we go. Now I'm gonna go ahead and hit the ballistic calculator here. We'll range it at 15.5. So if you can see in my image there, guys, I'll turn that off. You see the little white dot on the T-post? You notice that the little green circle has moved down. So what you want to do is you're going to want to hold with that one, what you're going to shoot at. So here we go. We're going to let her eat. Look at that. And that's basically about a 10, 11 yard difference. Let's try a couple more right there. There's 5 shots, basically 1 hole. Alrighty. So I got another board down here. Let's slide it over. Let's range that guy. That's 13.3 yards. It looks like it's about the same. Now we'll have to adjust our focus. There we go. That magazine's spent. Where's my other one? Alright, let's try this one here. We'll do 5 rounds. Good solid hit. Good solid hit, man. Alright, so I'm not going to shoot that one anymore. That's third hit. Was the pellet going through 2 pieces of picket fence and actually hitting the trash can now. But, I mean, you look at that group, it's 1 hole. It is definitely 1 hole, guys. But you can see what I'm talking about by my T-post dot and then the little green dot that it's adjusted for it. All right, so we're gonna try one. We're gonna try over at this target here. Hang on. Let's see. We'll go ahead and range it first. This is 20.6, and you see the dot how it moved. Let me get it in more focus. That's 7 power. We'll get the focus on that. There we go. So it moved. It's just slightly below my little T-post. Let's give it a whirl. Let's go for a heart shot there. He done. Alright. Let's go for a kneecap. Let's take out his other kneecap. Yeah, this werewolf ain't going nowhere. And we're going to finish him off with a headshot. a little low on that one. So, just like I was saying, it takes a lot of the guesswork out of it. Now, granted, you know, I still like a traditional scope. This is the first time using a digital scope, but I mean, again, like I said, it takes a lot of the guesswork out of it, out of having to, you know, adjust for your holds, which is pretty neat. May not be for everybody. I really like it, but I, you know, like I said, I still like my traditional scopes. You know, I've used them for years, but definitely some pretty good little features on there. And then the other thing too, let's say you have multiple pellet weights that you can shoot out of here, and they do well. You can actually set up 6 different adjustments, or yeah, you can set it up for 6 different rifles, or for 6 different pellets or slugs, whatever, you know, whatever's your flavor, and you can set your dope up in there. So that makes it pretty neat. So if you got something that's, you know, a 20 plus grain pellet, and you know it obviously has quite a bit of drop, that will compensate for it. Biggest thing that you'll have to do is, you know, chronograph your gun, get your numbers, put in all that vital information, and it will go ahead and do the rest. Let's see, where am I holding at? I think I got a couple rounds left. Looks like I got 3 more right here. We're going to go back out to the 26.7. See if we can take out some more targets down there. We're going to adjust our focus. Beautiful. We're going to go ahead and take out that other werewolf down there. See if we can get him in the chest. Almost forgot. So, want to hit your ballistic calculator. Boom. It moved right back up. That was a little off. Try again. There it is. Let's see. We should have one more in here. Come on, baby. All right. Those 2 mags are done. Now, I do got some 14.3s in here that I'm going to try. But before I try, I'm going to go ahead and shut my camera off real quick. All righty. I'm going to go in here. I'm going to go to, oh, where we are. Where are we, guys? Hang on. Oh, I must have passed it. Hang on. So I want to do a switch back because I have one set up for the 14.3s. There it is. My position. You can't see it in here, but basically it's like the 4th one down on the initial screen. So I'm going to click on that. I'm going to change it to number 1, which is the one I use for the 14.3s. And all my adjustments, as far as my crosshair adjustments, all that gets set up for that particular pellet when I was using it. Now, so long as nothing's changed, I know I had the scope off for a minute and put it back on, but I don't think it should have hurt at all. And I'm verifying we are in position 1. Looks like we have the red reticle with the box and the circle on it. We'll go ahead and get back out of here. Yes. Hold that. We're out. Sweet. Go ahead and hit record. You should be able to see what I'm seeing now. That is the red rectangle box with the red dot in the middle, and then you can obviously see the little green circle in there as well. So these are 14.3s. We'll go down there at the 26.7. Little quick touch. 26.7. Beautiful. And we're going to go ahead and zoom her in. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that'll work. Check our focus. All right. Here we go, guys. Okay. So surprisingly, that one was high. Let's try again. That one was also high. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to throw one more down there just to confirm. Man, I might have twitched on that one. It looks like we're a little high to the left. So I got to pause this. We go back into our menu option. I'm going to go to shot 0, hit that bad boy. Now this is where it gets really easy. So we're going to move our red reticle to the bullet hole while maintaining our blue reticle on the point of aim. So we were aiming there. We're going to move the red one up. Click it again. We want to move our Y. We want to move it up. Alrighty. I'm going to move it over a little bit to the left. Let's try that. Push and hold to confirm. Successfully saved. We can get out of here. Now, one thing it does that it will do whenever you get back out, it'll zoom itself back out to 1, so you have to zoom back in on your target. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and take a shot. Oh, let me hit record. All right, we'll go ahead and zoom back in on our target. We were aiming at that one there. Go to 6 power. All's good. We should be on that bullseye. Look at that. It's just that simple, man. And like I said, I did have it off, so I don't know. I might have messed with it or something. But yeah, let's go ahead and finish off this mag. Got one more to shoot. We'll go ahead and adjust my focus some more here. There we go. That's what we want. I want to see a nice, crisp picture. Beautiful. Again, these are the 14.3 Dome Ultra Mags. They're not their hollow points. That one flew off. Guys, we got a visitor. He's a friendly, though. Any starlings that land in our yard usually don't get away. But that guy was a friendly. Nice. I don't think I've ever shot these before. I wonder where you got them. Well, that's probably going to conclude our video. Dogs came running out and they're going crazy. I'm going to pause that. Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and shut that video down for now. We'll try to get back out here, see if I can get some nighttime footage, possibly take out another mouse or two. My dog's been raiding the pile of wood over there, so I'm assuming there's something else in there. I came out here the other night, but unfortunately I did not see anything. Again, I do want to give a big thank you to One Leaf for sending out the Commander NV500 Eagle to the channel. It's been a real joy to shoot. If you're interested, I'll put a link of it for this down below. They are supposed to be giving us some kind of a coupon code for you guys if you're interested in buying one to get a little bit of a break. We all could use a little break this time, this time of year, and especially right now, with the way things are in the world. So every little bit of savings can help or will help. So yeah, I mean, I really plan to do a little bit more shooting with this. Got the garden all done. Me and Hayden worked on that, so I know we'll probably get some critters getting into the garden. We'll have to take care of them guys. Maybe there'll be some tasties too that we can go ahead and eat as well. You never know. Could get a cottontail in there. Well, yeah, if you got any questions, go ahead and put them down below. I'll do my best to answer them. And again, thanks for watching. Hopefully this isn't the end of this video. Hopefully I can get some nighttime shooting. I think I'm going to add I had a little plinking session. I'm going to try to add that to the end here. But yeah, basically what I wanted to showcase for you guys is how easy it is. I mean, we had to make an adjustment, so you saw that, how easy it was to adjust, how easy it was to make adjustments as far as your holdover. It does it all for you. Now, there's also a reticle if you want to do it yourself. You can use your standard mil dot reticle. There's one in there. So, you know, if you want to have a little bit quicker, you know, follow-up shot, you can do it that way. And just overall quality of the video downrange and what we're looking through the scope. You know, I'm trying to think of any of the complaints that I have. I think the only one thing, I mean, this has a rechargeable battery. They both do. This one is removable. This one is not. And I've heard some other people, they had mentioned, you know, that would have been something that would have been helpful to have a removable battery, which I get it. It would make sense if I had an 18650 like that one. But I've already been thinking, you know, I'm probably going to end up getting me a little small, you know, power bank, and probably 3D print me a little holder that I can attach the pick rail and just run a little cable in there for backup. But as of right now, I mean, the shooting I have been doing, I haven't had it, you know, I haven't had that issue with it going dead. I mean, even shooting it in the daytime and using it, you know, I haven't ran to the point where it went dead. So I'm pretty good about it. When I do go put it up, I'll put it on a charger. Once it's off, I'll disconnect it. You know, and it may sit there for a couple of days before I use it. But I guess the only other thing, you know, it might be a slightly bit heavy. I don't know the exact weight on it, but it did add a little bit more weight to the gun. I mean, granted, you got the scope, you got your IR light. I mean, if you're not going to use your night vision, you can pull that off. That's going to save yourself a little bit of weight. But I mean, it's not horrible. I mean, the scope I was running on there was the Bear Power. It was a decent sized scope. It had a little bit of weight to it, but this one definitely a little chunker. But I mean, I guess that's the trade off. Anyways, guys, enough rambling. Hope you liked the video. Again, thank you, OneLeaf, for sending it out to the channel. And you guys have an amazing day. Thanks for watching.
Record button. It's that simple. One punch and let's go. Alrighty. Can you see that? Looks pretty good. Let's go, baby. Let's let it stop spinning and see. Try not to move. So it's a little bit to the right on that one. So one of the things from watching other YouTubers, if you're going to be recording hunts and stuff like that, try to keep the camera on there as that pellet hits the target. This way you don't lose the image of the impact. Sometimes you get excited and you're like, oh, I want to see. But if you're recording, it's best to just hold steady. So kind of a little training myself to do that, because I plan on doing some pesting. Oh yeah, baby. Let's hit them little guys. So far we're good. That one didn't stay. That's fine. We'll knock them down. Man, not bad. Let's move over to the other side. Oh, you know what? The other night I wasn't able to get them because I didn't get a chance to come out. You see that right there? It's a little bunny. See if we can get him. He gone. Why can I only see part of that spinner? Is it bent? Oh, it's the edge of the wood. Hold on, let's see if we can get it. Yep, it's the edge of the wood. We hit it though. And that was our last shot, so hopefully that came out good. 10 for 10. We hit everything we aimed at today. That's pretty damn awesome. I think we got a little fuzzy critter there, guys. Let's say we put one in its dome. Damn, I can't see my magazine. Hang on, there it is. I'm pretty sure that's a critter. We're gonna find out. 10-4 it was. Got a dome hit on him. He's kind of slid back. I'm not sure where he went. Seen them over here at the wood pellets. I'm pretty sure we got them, guys. I'm gonna get my flashlight.